Hey everyone. Hey Juju. Hey Cool Gamer. Hey Fish Nerd. Sorry y'all. I guess it would help if I actually, entered the stream myself. Oh, yeah. Totally forgot to, add myself to the stream. I was like, oh boy. Yeah, this is going to be a fun night. So, yeah, last night was kind of fun here. Sat in the dark. It was horrible little storm came through. Actually, it wasn't even a big storm. It was just like, oh, here's a storm, and yeah, it lasted like 15 minutes. Took out all the power for about 6 hours, you know, or more. I kind of forgot how many hours it was. Kind of fell asleep. Came back to and the power was on. Got, and they got me once because I was all like, "Oh yay, the power's back on!" I was like, "Woohoo! I'm gonna watch a stream. I'm good. Gonna plug everything up. Get ready to get now power went right back out." Hey April, yeah, I am glad that anyone else who was having storms too was okay because like I said, it wasn't very long that it went through here, but it did do enough destruction for that little 15 minutes. So yeah, like Juju said, I am relieved for everyone they missed too, especially you, because yeah, that sucks. Oh, so yeah, got a fun week ahead of me. Um, had some sad news because of the storm. My aquarium pumps were down, and I had the skiffia in the 10 gallons still, and it got really hot in my house. And we did lose one of the skiffia, and that made me, really sad. It's like, it's a cute little fish. So, yeah, sad about losing the skiffia. I only lost one. I still have five. They're doing good. Hey, Grace. I am. Yeah. Okay. As soon as y'all get here, it's cool. It's all good. Uh, uh, yeah. You know, lost a fish, lost some power. I'm just glad I didn't lose them all because, like, I know like that happens to people too sometimes. Like their power goes out and like their whole aquarium takes a hit, and yeah, I was late to for my own stream tonight because I was bubbling water. Like that was the one saving grace was at least I could bubble my water because I would have been very sad if I couldn't have. I wonder if I could pull this picture up because I think I have my laptop and my phone actually connected now to where like the I can my photos are going into the cloud like they're supposed to now. So I'm gonna see if maybe I can open this picture and share it because man, I had a little kitty that looked like he wanted to murder everything earlier. Okay, let's see. Yes, at least I was hydrated the whole time the power was out. Okay, where are the pictures at? Come on, photos, open up. Oh, nope, I am not signed in. Okay, well, I will share it later. Ah, hey, AC, how you doing? Yeah, kitties are doing kitty things. Okay, so I have this little kitty named Nigel, and he's a cute little cat. Love him to death. I had the picture actually up on Twitter. Um, but he was sitting in front of the aquarium, kind of like looking in and like batting at the fish. like, I'm gonna get you, buddy. And I was like, you can't get him, dude. And he like looks at me like, I'm gonna get that fish or I'm gonna murder you. I mean, that's like the look in his eye. I was like, I am a murder cat. I am probably gonna get in trouble for that. Oh, it'll be okay. Oh, I sent it to Juju, so she got to see the happy little kitty. He was totally not happy. Hey, Sean. Hey, AC. Did I say hey, AC? I think I did. I'm so, y'all. I'm tired. It's been a long weekend. So I had the kids this weekend. They love the fish, by the way. They're all about that. And then the 5-year old I babysat saw, and then she realized one was purple, and she got really excited about that. She's like, "Can I just take that one?" And I was like, "No, you can't just take my snail." I was like, "You have to wait until I have baby snails." And she was like, "Well, how long does it take to have baby snails?" I'm like, I don't, I don't know." So, hey, Darth, how's it going? I was actually going to message you before I went live, and I totally forgot. I ran out of time. Oh, and then one of the kids that lives in the house with me, one of my adopted kiddos, found a kitten. It's a solid black little kitty. She's very cute, adorable. They named her Bucket, so she's have to make a list, and you know, she's a cute little kitty. But yeah, yeah, she cries a lot. I always get distracted. I'm and I'm going on like 3 hours the whole weekend, like all weekend. Kids are here. It's like constant go go go. So, but I was really surprised considering the two little ones haven't been around. Um, a lot of aquarium type stuff. You'll get see kids and they'll go and they'll start banging on the glass, and they actually did not smack the aquariums at all. So I was very happy about that. Um, and no one, tried to dive in it this time because they did try to play in the 5 gallon the last time they were here, and that was not fun. Maybe the light was catching it wrong, but the bigger he got, the more purpley his snail shell got. The parasailing this week. It's been a lot of going to the top and just floating down. They finally got big enough to figure out how to parasnail. So, oh no. Okay, is that better, y'all? Can y'all hear me better now? So tomorrow is the big day that I am going to mix my black uh black light rock disaster mess I made. Time to totally get that out of there. So yeah, I cannot stand looking at those rocks anymore. It is taking a toll on my sanity. See, that's what I thought they were doing because, like, there was one the other day, Sean, that all of a sudden it was on the bottom of the floor. Uh oh. I, uh, ah. Okay. So the other day there was a snail on the bottom of the aquarium, right? All of a sudden it like let go and it floated to the filter, the hang on back filter, and it kept bobbing there for, for like 5 minutes. It just let itself get like tumbled around. Like what were you? I was like, did you just want to go on an amusement park ride or something? Oh, dude. Okay, I'm gonna back out one more time. I think our internet's been bad since this whole thing went down. Hang on, let me try this one more time. Okay, if this doesn't work, I'm going. It's totally going to be that kind of night. Okay, hang on, y'all. 1 second. I'm gonna go out and completely come back in. Hang on. Okay, hopefully I'm back now. Um, I'll catch up with the chat in a second. Oh my goodness, not just for breakfast anymore, huh? Oh, so yeah. Hopefully, come on, internet, stop being silly. Yeah, a lot of people still have the internet like dropping and picking up and dropping and picking up right now from the storms. Comcast got theirs back up. AT&T is still out. So yeah, I'm lucky I have any internet at all. So eh, eh. I think it's actually the omega-3 fatty acids in fish that fish is like the fish oil in it is like really good for you. Okay, yeah, about Nigel, though, my little kitty that likes to stare at the fish tank. When we found him, that poor little kitty, he was such a sad little cat. Um, Brian was like, "Oh, he's not going to come up to you," and then he ended up having like some sort of hole in his neck, and we got that fixed, and we've had him ever since. But he also has bad kidneys, and he gets kidney stones, so he has to eat special food. He can't have a lot of dry food because it'll, yeah. He's just the cat is not the healthiest cat in the world, but he's a little shithead, and we love him. So, oh my goodness, that is, I've never heard of a cat getting denied insurance due to pre-existing conditions. Oh, oh, poor kitty. Okay, I need to go back and look at the chat. Um, but yeah, other than that, you know, cats have been chilling with the tank. Kids have not been, banging on the tank. So I'm happy about all of that. As far as getting much done this weekend, totally didn't do that. I did, however, go stock up on supplies. So I did do that for once. I went and got everything, all the shopping for the week done. So there is that. The only thing I forgot was cheese. It's always one thing you forget at the store, right? For some reason, I didn't buy any sandwich cheese. I didn't buy any shredded cheese. I didn't buy any block cheese. I just like forgot the cheese. Well, honestly, I playing poker would have been fun. Playing with the kids was fun because I haven't done it in a while. I stopped babysitting for a while and was just like, yeah, like this summer, usually like everyone in the neighborhood is like, hey, need a babysitter, they're working, kids are at home. It's a win-win for everyone. But this year I was like, you know what, I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna have kids every single day of the week. So yeah, I'm doing 2 weekends a month, and I'm totally not gonna spend all of my babysitting money on aquarium stuff. Totally not gonna do that. You know what? Maybe tonight, I before I break the tank down, I was gonna start it tonight, but I think I'm gonna actually run the cam on the put the camera on the aquarium because these snails are just constantly like going everywhere right now. Oh, the next time I need cheese AC, I will totally let you know because man, we go through a lot of cheese. Ah, what is going on with this thing? I totally need to get a mouse. A mouse without a mouse. Yes, we go through lots of cheese. We do. We go through, Oh yeah, I need to go get it. So tomorrow I have to go to the store and get a mouse for my computer and a cheese for the kids because yeah, they're not very happy with me right now. Um, it kind of is. It really is. Oh, I can tell you right now, mice love peanut butter. They really do. Protein, absolutely. Oh, yes. Welcome back, Grace. And I'm glad the street beef was a I can't even talk tonight, y'all. I am. Bleh. Yeah. Okay. I drank a lot of coffee today. I totally should not have done that, but I was very tired. I was a very tired little mouse. Yes. So around Christmas time, little Juju had a whole bunch of mice in her house, and she's sitting there describing to me about how she's catching them with all the poison, and I'm like, oh, I was like, but the little mice. I was like, I get it, they're invading your home, but it's so sad. Yes, Nigel gets the crystals in his yeah, Nigel gets kidney stone crystals in his urine, and yeah, that's that's always hard because it's like, they see the other cats eating the food and they're like, we want that food, and it's like, you can't have that food, you have to eat the special food, and they're like, no, don't want to do that. So any cat that has to be on that special diet, I really feel sorry for them because they don't like it. They do not like being on that. They're like, we want to be like everyone else. Yes, Juju did celebrate. Yes, we did write an elaborate story about the mouse buffet that they were having. Oh, dude, we should have totally written that down or like live streamed it or something because that was pretty epic. Yeah, this whole like little, just, yeah, just narrative story going about these little mice and how they were like, "Oh, more food. We're going to steal it." Yeah. And yeah. I know, right, Arth? Isn't it like, and you can tell they don't like it. They just don't like that stuff. And it's ungodly expensive. Oh, it was right up there with the kitten story. It was really good. Hey, Mrs. C. Okay, AC. I want to know which brand she's using because mine mine won't touch the stuff. He's constantly trying to steal the other kid's food. He's like, but I don't want to eat this. I want the other food. I did have a blind cat. Yes, Mr. Meatloaf. I miss Meatloaf so bad. Mr. Meatloaf needs to come home, but Ellie is not budging. She's like, nope, Meatloaf is staying with me. Speaking of that, I haven't heard from my kiddo today. After the stream, I have to call her. She's supposed to start work this week, so I wonder if she went to work today because I have not heard from her. So, because right now, like the dry food, he doesn't like that at all, and he will eat the wet one. So we do feed him a lot of the wet food, but if you feed them too much, then their stomachs get all like jacked up. It's a big cycle. I have I have done some FaceTiming with Meatloaf. He didn't see me, but I saw him, and it was great. um, Most of the time, like I can just talk to him, and he'll start meowing. Uh, but the one time we did actually throw the cameras up, and I started talking, he was like looking for me, and I felt so bad because it's like, shoot, he was looking everywhere, and um, my sister-in-law, he really liked her. Like they had a very interesting relationship going on. Um, oh yes, I actually do. I use the horse pellets from Tractor Supply because they're cheaper. You get like 40 pounds of them for $7. So go to Tractor Supply. Better deal. Um, hey, well, glad to have you. Join the party. um, yeah, Jennifer was on the phone with me one day when I was talking to Ellie and Meatloaf, and he was very confused as to where Jennifer was and why she couldn't find him. So honestly, Grace, I'm going to tell you something. When we switched over to the pine pellets for the cats, I was not convinced that it was going to be any better. But I'm allergic to dust and yeah, dust, pretty much dust and mold and all that other good stuff, you know. And the aquarium, the looking at the aquarium. Hang on one second, y'all. The kitty is wanting to get out. 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. Um, the cat litter dust was getting to me, and my sister-in-law was also having issues with the dust from the clay, because that clay litter is really really dusty. And we went and got the pine pellets, but we got the first time we got it from Publix because they had like a big 10 pound, 20 pound bag. It was like for $12, and we're like, oh, okay, so that actually worked out a lot better. And then we found out about the Tractor Supply having it's they sell the pine pellets for horse like horse stalls, and it's essentially the same thing. It's just a bigger bag. And we were like, well, if we can get 40 pounds of it for like $7 versus, 10 to 20 pounds for $12, it's a way better deal. It works the same. It's the same exact thing. We don't have half the litter box odor that we used to have. And yeah, so, you know, at least, it helps with the smells. And you know what? If that's what you feel you need to do, that's fine. That's fine, Kool Aid Man. You can just bust through my wall anytime you want to. It is what it is. But thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. Oh, don't you? You know, thank you, Grace. I should have my chat pulled up on another device, and I totally don't. Thank you, Grace. Yeah, that's interesting. That we needed something to liven up the stream a little, so I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. I know I'm not. I'm a 44-year-old housewife. That's kind of boring. I get it. But I got snails and I got fish, and that's pretty cool. So, but yeah, litter talk is always fun, Honestly, oh, and another. Okay, let's get into the nitty gritty of the litter talk. Okay, let me jump back into that. The one thing that you don't have when you switch over from the clay to the pine, is it doesn't turn into cement on the bottom of the litter box. There is no more cement box that breaks your litter box and gross. And yeah. So I personally think Grace is going to enjoy the change. Because I know we did, you know. I will suggest this, Grace. When you switch over, get a colander because it helps to, sift it better. Or, a scooper with some bigger slots always helps. Yeah, it's you know that is like the worst part of litter boxes right there is that cement on the bottom of it. Ah, and another thing that I was really surprised about was, you know, you're supposed to have like X number of litter box per cat, and I'm like, if I had X number of litter boxes per cat, my whole house would be just litter boxes. Like, come on. Plus, like three of my cats are outside for the biggest part of the day because they were street cats. They were cats that were just here that we took in. So, oh, poor Squid was allergic to everything. I do appreciate that they do um, have other alternatives to just clay litter anymore. The crystal litter stuff kind of freaks me out because that stuff looks like, Walter White came in and had a little, chemistry class, and then they, yeah. Jennifer turned one of it was actually supposed to be like a bathtub for a small dog into into a giant litter box. And she had that thing for years until it finally cracked. I mean, that thing lasted for like years. But yeah, one day she cracked it. She was so sad because I was like, it's like $49 for a litter box. Get another one. She turned it into a litter box. We need to find a cheaper alternative. Yeah, see, okay, here's the thing because cats are kind of fickle about where they will go and where they won't go. So there should be like, if you're gonna spend the money on one of those expensive robot cat litter boxes, like if your cat absolutely won't use it, like you should be able to return that bad boy. Because I can tell you something, like some of my cats would get in there and they'd hear a noise and then run back out. Because yeah, scaredy cats galore. But oh, okay. Now if you can return it, then I'm down for that. Okay, let me go back up and see if I missed anything here. Okay. Oh, Meatloaf was okay. Meatloaf acted lazy, but he was just super spoiled and he knew he could get away with stuff. And Mina, So the three cats that stay outside are Bob, Mina, and Beryl. They're always outside. If it gets really hot during the day or really cold, they will come in, or if it's raining, they'll be like, yeah, we're going to come in. Or if it's feeding time, they're like in the house. Um, Mina is the size of a horse. I don't know how she got so big because she was outside, right? And yeah, it, she is just ginormous, and no one claims her. I mean, I know who her original owner was, but she doesn't go back up there anymore. She just lays on my deck like 12 hours a day. Oh, see, that is kind of cool. Now, if Mina wants to go outside, she has learned how to open the door. She can barely get her paw under it and like grab it and open it. And she's learned if she hits the screen door hard enough, she can pop it open. Mina will not get trapped inside. She is the one cat that if something were to happen, like zombie apocalypse were like to go down, Mina is going to get herself out of this house if she is in it. So I'm kind of glad that we have her. And yeah, I haven't had a feet cat. No, well, no, I take that back. Bob likes feet, but he doesn't like feet in the way that he attacks them. Bobcat will literally, if you are walking around without shoes on or with flip flops on, he will come up to your feet and like, okay, you know how like when a cat will sense something and they rub their cheeks on it, he will literally rub down your foot for 10 minutes if you are not wearing socks. So if you're around the big black and white cat, you always put the socks on because he's gonna sit there and he's gonna lay on your foot and he's gonna hold your leg and he's gonna rub his face all over it. And there's no stopping him. And he weighs like 22 pounds. So it's kind of like, no, you're not fighting the bobcat. Okay, so we need to talk about this Roomba situation. I really want to get one. I missed my chance. Walmart had one, and I totally missed my chance of getting one. So the next time I see one on sale, I'm totally getting a Roomba. Oh yeah, Sean, like he totally is. Like the first time he did it to me, I was like, oh, he's being sweet. But no, anytime he like comes in and he's like he looks and he sees your foot and he like makes a beeline for it, and you will have to sit there until he's done because he's not gonna let go. He's like, we're gonna hang on. We're gonna have to. You're gonna have to deal with this. When I am done, when you thoroughly smell like me, then you can go. Okay, so we need to get on a Roomba hunt because I totally need the Roomba. I also need a shop vac. So that's a shop vac and a Roomba. Yes, my cat has a total foot fetish. He is a weirdo. He just you know, and my cats, my kids, and my cats. Bless their heart. So Bob was named Big Bad Bob, and then he went to Bobcat. So my cats get named by the kids. They always name all the animals. Um, and we had this one. My sister wanted to name him Shadow, and the kids were like, "No, that's not his name." So they named him. They were like, we're gonna name him," and she's like, "Oh, you're gonna name my cat." It was a battle that she lost, and she learned really quickly. She wasn't never going to win. So her cat literally has a first, middle, and last name. So Yeah, her cat is now Shadow David, her last name, and that's his name. Yeah, and the kids still call him that, like 13 years later. Okay, Nigel's name is actually Nigel Worthington Cat the Third. Uh, I think the only one that has a single name is Beryl, but his brothers were lock and stock. So you know, we had Captain Jack Sparrow, Captain Jack and Sparrow. You know, three cats or one cat, three name or no, three cats, one name. Yes, how is the cat ninja? Yes, kind of like that. And my kids, okay, so one day I needed to use my kiddo's phone to call her sister. And I'm like, what do you have your sister listed under? Well, the one kid is big stinky and the other kid is little stinky. And I'm like, y'all really have, um, yeah, okay. So y'all have renamed yourselves and you were both okay with that. Yeah. Oh, that's Mina. That's her warning before she goes and hits the door. She's like, I'm going to tell you about it. I'm totally going to tell you about it. And then if you don't let me out, I'm gonna hit. I'm gonna hit the. Gonna hit the door. Oh, so I think it's coming up on 2 years now since I lost Mr. Business. He was my kitty. He was the last kitty I had. Like that was actually like my cat. Like he saw me and like he's like, okay, I'm coming to sit on your shoulder. That was my kitty. He had an allergic reaction to something, and they told me like he was just gonna be allergic to this stuff, and he'd have to get steroids, and he had medication for it, and they didn't tell us that it was gonna end up causing him to have a much shorter life than you know expected. And he'd had a flare up again, and we got him the medicine and everything, but yeah, he went to sleep one night, and Mr. Business didn't come back. And so it's kind of weird because like we have cats, but like none of these kitties are my kitty, and it's cool. Like Nigel lets me pet him. Beryl like hangs out with me, but they all have their owners. So that's why like uh I kind of wanted to keep Little Mission, but Little Mission had another mission to go do, obviously because he loves his new home. But I have kind of decided that I may be done with the kitties. Like the kitties we have now are probably the last kitties that we're gonna have for a while. Because like Shadow's 13, Nigel is the same age as Mr. Business was, so he's about to be 4, and Beryl is 3, and we have no clue how old Mina and Bobcat are. So you know, Bobcat's kind of my cat, but Bobcat is kind of like his own cat. Like you know, he'll come and love on you, but he's got his own little come and go as he please vibes. So he, I kind of miss having my little orange cat. He used to like to try to catch the hummingbirds. He could never do it. and his claws didn't retract. So, yeah, time to graduate from the furry cats to the kitty fish. Yeah, that's why I was like really glad that when you said that Chonko had bounced back, because yeah, when you had sent us the pictures of him, I was so worried about him. It's like that's never a good look on a kitty when they're not looking good or looking their best, and and then they're hiding and they're not eating. And I kind of knew something was wrong with business, but it's like I was kind of like in denial about it. But you know, now I get to have the kitty fish and go from there. And it is sad because like I was really upset when the Scipia, like when I found out that one of the Scipia had passed. I was like, man, that really sucks. And like I know fish breed faster, and you can't really like pinpoint which fish is a fish unless you only have one of the fish. So, hey, Nikki, how's it going? Oh, so Wednesday, I am going to have the new tank ready to show off. Um, okay, it's not a new tank; it's just going to be redone. And I'm kind of like a little miffed at myself for messing it up the way I did. Back on the tank talk real quick, because the plants are finally like established in there. I'm like, man, that really sucks. The fern is growing. All the plants have new leaves sprouting out. The hornwort is doing its thing. You know, I was like, oh man. So the tank finally gets established, and I'm gonna rip that bad boy apart. That sucks. And yeah, I felt bad last night that I couldn't play Boomerang too. I was like, man, I want to play Boomerang last night. But yeah, thinking about it last night, need to get the tanks done. Need to get my other 20 gallons set up. Get it all going again. I need to. What in the world is that? Oh, okay. That's just some of the floating plants got in the filter and we're getting sloshed around the tank. All of a sudden, I saw this floating stuff in the tank, and I was like, "What is going on?" These snails are really creeping me out sometimes too. The um so the horns, the ram's horn snails. How big do those get, fish nerd? Because they're like the size of a nickel right now, and they just keep getting bigger. The mystery snails are almost quarter sized on two of them. Yeah, I was thinking, you know what? Maybe do a weekend game. Like if y'all want to do them on Sunday, hey, I'm cool with that too. Because this weekend I also have the kiddos again. I had them. Okay, so I had the kids this past weekend. I have them next weekend, and then I don't have them for 2 weekends. So I'm thinking on the weekends I have the kids. I'm gonna switch to Monday, and then the weekends I don't have the kids. I'll do Sunday. I'm gonna have to like take some pictures of these bad boys if I can get them to stay still for a minute and send them to you and Sean so you can see that. Um, okay, almost quarter size. Okay, um, but Yeah, so like if anyone wanted to stream like on Sunday over the next couple of weekends, because I'm gonna have the kids 2 weeks in July, um, the last weekend of and the first weekend in July, and then the and we'll have them for the first two weekends of July, the ending 2 weekends, and then I know in August I'm gonna have them like 1 or 2 weekends because the school starts back. So yeah, if you want to stream on Saturday, as long as we can do it later in the evening because the kids go to sleep around 10, I am free after 10 p.m. Oh my goodness, that is big. I'm If I don't put up the stream tonight, Nikki, um, if I don't put up the stream tonight for the aquarium, after Wednesday, probably around midnight to 4 a.m., I'm gonna start running an aquarium stream of the fishies in there, so everyone can see what the fishies are doing at night. And I'm gonna try to do it like every night for a month, and that way we can progressively see how the tank changes. And yes, I did say late at night or early in the morning. Like if we do it like Saturday, okay, the kids on Saturday night when they're here, I put them to sleep between 9 and 10, and then they get picked up at about 5:30 a.m. So I'm usually up until they get picked up, just because I'm up. But yeah, oh, but yeah, if y'all want to do a late night um, game stream too, like I'm down for that on the weekend, especially with the kids here because I'm weird and like I don't know why, but I kind of just get a oh, that is going to be adorable. Like we totally have to get pictures of that. Oh, or that too. You know. Yeah, see, and that's another reason why I did stop doing a lot of the babysitting is because Mr. Mousy, Brian, is he's off on the weekends, and we were maybe getting a half a day together on Sunday to where neither of us were like doing work. So um yeah. Yeah, I really can't wait to see the little fishies riding the snails because like the two little guys are always like um on the bigger snails and they just kind of like chill while they're doing it. So yeah, I can't wait to see the little bitty ones do it. That's gonna be so cute. And I'm really hoping that Mr. and Mrs. Whiskers are getting down to business. I'm about to feed them. You know what? Maybe I should wait because the last time I fed them and then I started changing stuff in the tanks, that was kind of that kind of triggered stuff. So we're just gonna, I'm gonna go ahead and feed them tonight. Then I'll just feed them. We are going to need videos of that, so I'll yeah, and that's why I want to like for a solid month once I get these tanks up, just put the camera on them at night and run it while I'm sleeping. And I'm still trying to figure out OBS so I can run music with the stream. Change the tank, then feed them. Okay, then that's what I'm gonna do. I will totally go that route. Yes, Thursday night on Shenanigans is the Bring It On trivia. I am watching that tomorrow. Me and Mr. Mousy are watching that with dinner. Um, well, see, here's the thing. I haven't. I'm still using the free version of Streamyard, so I'm gonna have to upgrade. Um, so I'm gonna do that in like the next week or two. But I was kind of like using it as an incentive to say, hey, I kind of need to learn OBS. But then Ray kind of like got caught up in other stuff that they're doing right now, and we kind of stalled on the OBS learning. So I may have to just like buck it up, go ahead, upgrade. Um, well, on the free one, you only get like so many hours a month on streaming, and then you're like locked out unless you pay for it for the month. So I'm gonna have to just pay for mine. I would gladly take yours, Darth, but you might need it. So yeah, I'm gonna have to just buck it up, and because I tried Restream, and that was like the cool thing about Restream. I loved the layout of it. I really did like it until the the service got wonky. And if they get it fixed and it doesn't do what it did that one night where it was just not let me even close out my stream, then you know we'll go there. But yes, bring it on trivia this Thursday on Shenanigans. Yeah, but at least they don't limit your hours. So we are gonna have to do that, Juju, and yeah, that's a feature. All right, yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up. So we'll do one last litter question, and then well, I do too, Darth, but my kiddo kind of like got it was like they saw something shiny, and then I lost them like a little squirrel. So oh, we need to watch that. Yes. Okay, when we switched, I don't know how Juju did it, um, but when we switched, we just cleaned out the litter boxes, and yeah, um, just started putting the pine in. And now when we clean the litter boxes, though, like we didn't completely do like a, we didn't bleach it down or anything. We just took it out, rinsed it out, air dried it, and then put the litter in, so it still had like odors in there. And that's how we did it. Now once they got used to that, to the pine, um, we like left that for like the week, and just cleaned it out. And then at the end of the week, we went ahead and like cleaned, like disinfected it, inside and outside, and then started again, and they were fine with it. Yeah, and y'all, I was like, I felt so silly because like when he put her in that cave, I was like, oh no, what do I do? I was like, I don't want to move them. Yeah, yeah. I would honestly, I would just clean it out, but not all the way out. Put it in and go from there. Act like it's just a normal day, and this is what they're using now. What do I do? You grab popcorn and you wait. And that's what Fish Nerd told me. Grab a snack and wait 2 to 6 hours. All right, y'all. It's been an hour and I'm already tongue tied as it is. So I'm going to wrap this up and finally get some sleep tonight. Um, And I'll be back Wednesday around roughly at 9:30. Hopefully 9:30 on the dot this time. And I will see y'all Thursday over on Shenanigans. And I think Nikki is streaming. Um, I think yeah, I think Nikki is streaming too. And yeah. Oh, are y'all doing it tomorrow on the Oh yeah. I don't know, y'all. I'm just kind of tired, so do the YouTubey things, and I will see y'all wherever we're at, wherever we meet up again. All right, bye, y'all. Oh yeah, I did do that. I'm about to say bye again, but oh yeah, I'll be back. Yeah, I'll be back Wednesday. Good night, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.